Hi, this is Jonathan from JS Models and welcome back to the workshop. In this short video I just want to talk to you about the 3D prints, 3D printed parts that come with the Canal lock kit. I recently sent a lock kit to James, otherwise known as Western Signalman, who does the Model Rail Replacement podcast as well. And he built and painted one of my kits for a video that's on his channel. Please do check that out. He contacted me shortly afterwards and just said that he'd had a bit of an issue with getting the 3D prints off the sprue without them breaking. And this is one of the 3D prints in question. Now these are some that I did myself. This was a batch that I did when I got my own printer, and whilst they were fine at the time, the supports are quite thick, and for some reason some of the resin does seem to have gone quite brittle. So if I try and show you this, if I were to for example just get hold of this and try and remove it from the carrier, it yeah, the part just breaks. Obviously you try and cut it away. The parts come with this fence around the outside, which is designed to protect it. So you can see how brittle it is. It's just shattering. If I try and snap that off, the corner just breaks off. So they're not very good at all. So I've had some replacement ones made, which I've just picked up today, which are here. So this is essentially it's the same 3D model for the six parts inside. The fence is slightly different, the base is slightly different, but they're done on a much higher resolution printer, and they're done by someone who's got a lot more experience in 3D printing than me. So these are so much better, and these will be in all the kits going forwards. On the verticals, we've actually got a smaller section bit down at the bottom, so that can be just snipped off with a pair of side cutters, which I would recommend, but I'm just going to try and just break that off by hand because I don't have any cutters handy at the moment. I can break those off to expose the parts inside. Now if you look at that, the supports on the parts are so fine, they make it really easy to remove these from the bottom plate. They are literally just like hair thin, and just the scalpel just very lightly just cut through them, and we can remove the piece without any risk of breaking it. And this resin is slightly flexible as well, so you can see the part flexing there rather than just breaking. If I tried to do that with this, for example, that would just probably break. Yeah, see that just snaps off. Whereas this, it's much better. So they're a higher resolution print. They're in a better resin, and they're far superior. So let's just clean those few little pips off the bottom there. They do need a bit more cleaning up than this, but they just fit into the recess that's in the top part of the lock kits. They just fit into there like that. So yeah, these will be included in all the kits going forwards. If anyone out there does have one of the kits that they've bought off me since June last year, that's June 2024, and they haven't built it yet, and they're worried about getting the 3D prints off, if you get in touch with me, I'd be happy to send you some replacements free of charge. And these will be in all the kits going forwards. And as I say, they are much better. In fact, you could probably just remove, yeah, just you can even just tear them off by hand. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I've just torn that off by hand and it's come away without any damage. The supports are far better. Okay, so They'll be in all the new kits going forwards. And thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.